Barnyard garage here. Got the carpet cutter up on the lift. Gonna get ready to restore it. Finally, midway through February, and I want to get it done by the spring. The spring's gonna be here before you know it. So yeah, we're gonna tear it apart. We're gonna try to keep it the original color. And yeah, runs really good. Gonna have to check out the governor. Governor's not working. Don't know why, but we'll check that out. Okay guys, we're gonna get cracking on this thing and let's get it going. Let's get this baby done. Okay, let me run this intro. Okay, and just like that, it is torn apart. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is start putting all my parts in a couple milk crates and start cleaning stuff up. This was a pretty neat how they had this, they manufactured this. I will explain a little more once I start putting it together. This clutch is like almost like a centrifugal clutch for the blades, actually. These are the two belts which are done. I was wondering why last time I was riding it around I couldn't get it to go anywhere. Belts are shot. So yeah, I'm gonna get everything together. I'm going to probably later today split that case, check that governor out, and tear the tins off and bring them to work, to my regular job, and put them in the bee blaster. So, okay guys, stay tuned for some more. So I took the case off, and here's the governor. All the pieces that I picked out from the bottom. This is all bent. This is all bent. I straightened it a little bit. So I gotta see if I can find another governor, or I'm gonna try to fix this. I don't know what happened and why it bent, but I don't have one. I guess I can go down to my dad's and see if he has one. But that's where we're at. All we need is a new governor, not a big deal. The motor looks pretty clean. No sludge at all. A little teeny bit, but gotta expect that. Okay guys, gotta find a governor. Okay, so what I did is I took all the pieces to the governor and I straightened them out and reinstalled the pins and made sure the pins ain't gonna come out. They're in there nice now. And it seems to work. So look. So yeah, I'll put it back in, see if it works. If it works, great. If not, I'll take it back apart. I started it up. Runs good. Governor's working right. I just used a little 2-cycle gas for now. So see if I can get it started for you. seems to be working good. I'm gonna get it back on the tractor. I will do some fine tuning. Okay, so I have the frame painted, the wheels painted, rear axle painted, the motor plate painted. I'm going to paint the steering column black, and I'm painting that lever black for the decking gauge. Come out pretty good. Went to Tractor Supply and got some paint that's very close to what it was. It's not a bright orange, it's more like a, I don't know what they call it. Anyway, looks pretty nice. So now I got a rolling chassis again. Not bad for a half a day's worth of work. That's just painting it. I already had it prepped before that. Alright, we're going to keep on plugging along. I think next we're going to get on the engine, paint the engine. We'll get that back on. I'm also going to paint the drag links, I think black too. I don't know. Just to off the color a little bit. So yeah, we're going to get the engine, we'll get that painted, get that back on there, and get my new belts and everything, and button up all that stuff underneath. And then we'll tackle the hood, the fenders, and mower deck, which is going to take a little time. I think I'm going to actually just go see someone I know that got a sandblaster and have them blast it for me, instead of trying to sand it and grind it, and be much easier with a sandblaster. Yeah, just a little update on the carpet cutter. It's coming along. See, I put all brand new bolts, and I put everything back on. Okay guys, stay tuned for some more pictures and of the motor. Okay, so I have the motor back in, tranny back in, painted the steering column and all the linkage black, got the seat bracket on, brand new number 40 chain, carburetor's all back on. What I'm going to do for a muffler is, I got this one here, so I'm going to get a piece of 3/4 inch nipple, and I'm going to bring that muffler like that. So I got to go to the hardware store and get a piece of 3/4 inch nipple. New grease fittings, put grease in it. So yeah, she's coming along. The only thing I got left is I got to get a couple new belts for it, because the belts, here they are. They're done. Probably original, 1971. That's the year I went on the engine, and it's a The engine's at 71, so I'm assuming the tractor's the same year. So yeah, I gotta paint the hood. Gotta get the deck and the rear fender and seat pan sandblasted. Didn't get in touch with my buddy yet, but try to do that tomorrow. And then that's pretty much it. Put the clutch on. All the linkage back on. Brakes on, all adjusted. So there. Don't know what I'm going to do with it once it's all done. I'll put it with all my other tractors, I guess. Running out of room to store them, so told my wife I was going to have to stop collecting them. She just laughed at me. So yeah, I'm pretty happy the way it's coming out. Almost thinking about going to get some regular tires with inner tubes, because these are just hard rubber and they're hard. But I guess I don't have to worry about any flats. Okay, I'm gonna go in the house. I think it's like 8:30. Just got done cleaning the shop up. So, alright guys. Till the next time. Okay, so I have the rear fender got sandblasted, the deck got sandblasted, and the seat bracket. I already primed and painted the seat and the seat bracket. I actually undercoated the deck on both sides, and then I'm going to paint right over. It's paintable undercoating, so after you undercoat it, you let it dry really good, and then you can paint over top. And I'm going to actually do the deck black, gloss black, instead of the orange. Just to, it's going to be mostly original, but I'm just going to give it my own little touch. And the fender is all sandblasted, got a coat of primer on it. There's some imperfections in it. I have to do some body work. I'm thinking about either putting a coat of body filler on the whole fender, sand in it, which is going to be a pain in the neck, or do I undercoat it like I did the deck and then paint over top of it. We'll give it a little bit of a texture look, but once I paint it and clear coat it, you're barely going to notice that the texture's there, and it will fill in these imperfections. So I'm on the fence about what I'm going to do with that. If I'm going to body fill the whole thing. I'm afraid the body filler might crack because they do flex a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see. We're going to work on that. The frame is up in the other storage with the motor in it. All runs good. So yeah, we're moving along. And I'm going to use this tractor when it's done. I'm going to cut my backyard with it. So it's not going to be just a showpiece. It's actually going to get used. And that's why I undercoated the deck. We will keep it nice and clean when we're done using it. So. Okay guys, the next video you're going to see me putting a coat of black on this deck. So it's going to be black on black, so that's going to cover it pretty quick. And then we'll see what we're going to do with these fenders. And of course the hood's outside, which is fiberglass, so really no body work on that other than sand it, prime it, and paint it. There's no cracks or anything in it. So okay, that's it for tonight. So I have a couple coats on the rear fender. I got the hood inside. I'm going to strip off the throttle. Gas tank I took out of it. And carefully tape off those stickers. That sticker and the sticker in the front. And we'll start getting some paint on this. Right here there used to be a white pinstripe that went around. I have to see if I can find some white pinstripe. I don't think I have any. But I'll get some. Put that back. The deck is outside. It's been undercoated. And I'm going to put it, I think black, gloss black on that. We're going to keep the deck black. And the seat's all done. So yeah, we're getting there. After I get this stuff base coated, then I get some clear coat, and I'll show you how I spray the clear coat on. Okay, so I tried to tape the sticker up. As soon as I peeled the tape off a little bit, it took the black right off the sticker. So all it is now is chrome. You really can't see. You see better in the camera than you can by looking at the sticker. So I think I'm probably going to have to take that sticker off there. Can't see the writing. You can't see the where the gears are very good. And I think if I leave it on, it's going to look kind of like half done. So I think I'm just going to take that one off. Sucks because I wanted to keep it, but what are you going to do? And the front one, I think I might be able to tape up because I put tape on it and took it back off, and it seems like it's staying. So we're going to try to tape that one off. So. Okay, let me keep going. Okay, so I have part of the hood taped and masked up. I'm going to paint this little section here black. So what I did is I used some fine line tape right here, 3M fine line tape, which bends really nice and you can go around corners to make a nice even straight line. I'm going to take some black and just dust it on there nice and light. It's pretty fresh paint. If you lay another color on too heavy, it will lift, and you don't want that to happen. So, okay, I'm gonna get some paint on it. Okay, so I got the black done, and I'm also putting the white pinstripe back on the side before I clear coat it, because when I clear coat it, I want everything underneath to clear. And it had white stripes on it from the factory that came off when I power washed it. So I'm trying to do it as close as original as it was. So I did this side, I got to do the other side, and then we're going to start getting some clear coat mixed up. Did save the front sticker. That one come out nice. Like I said before, the back one didn't. But I think I'm going to get a nice little American flag and put there. So yeah, I got to get the pinstripe on this side. So I'm going to throw in a picture of the pinstripe before it came off. Okay, so I got the stripe all on. I also put on the 8 horsepower like it was originally. That black wasn't original, I added that. So yeah, we're going to get some clear coat mixed up, and I'm going to start flowing some clear. And maybe I'll let the camera roll while I'm clear coating. So let me get everything set up. It's like 50 degrees, Long Island, New York. Beautiful out. There's the mower deck and the rear fender I got to bring in. I got my toolboxes covered up. Stuff you don't want to get overspray on, cover it up. Okay guys, let me get set up. Okay, so I have everything set up. Like I said before, I got my toolboxes all covered up. I got the fan set up and I shut the doors as much as I could. Got the mower deck here, the hood and the fender, and I got the clear coat in the gun. I used this this clear here. It's okay. It comes from Napa. I think it's made by Martin Senior, but I'm not sure. It's good enough for the tractors. If I would to paint a car, like which I have many times, I like to use the DuPont clear coat. So it's 4 parts of clear to 1 part of hardener. I got the fast hardener because it is only like 50 degrees. And I use spray can top, so I put 4 cups of clear to 1 cup of hardener in the gun and mixed it up. Then I just put a little masking tape around the lid because sometimes it will leak out of there, and then you get a drip on your paint. So that's why I put the tape around there in case it does drip. So I'm going to go ahead and get the first coat of clear on it, and when it comes to the last coat I will run the camera because I don't want to leave my camera in here because it will get oversprayed all over it. So last coat I will video it. So okay, let me get started. Okay, so the Rugg carpet cutter is almost done. Just got to put the deck on it, which is over there. Have to get a couple belts. Hopefully I can get them tomorrow, and we'll wrap that up, and this project be pretty much done. Got the pinstripe back on, the 8 horsepower on the hood. Seat, it's all back on, fenders back on. Couldn't save that sticker on the dash, you guys know. A little upset about that, but what are you going to do? And but I was able to save the front sticker. So yeah, come out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. So hopefully get those belts and get it back together. That paint job is smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy, let me tell you. Okay guys, we'll be back when we get the belts. Okay guys, so I got the tractor lifted up. Got the new belts on them. In there, if you can see the new belts. Put the deck back on. And we're going to sharpen the blade and put the blade back on. And we're going to fire this baby up. Other than a couple little touch-ups here and there, pretty much done with it. So let me get this blade sharpened and get it back on there. Alright guys, the Rugg carpet cut is all done. It was a fun project. I think it came out pretty good. Let me know what you think about the old carpet cutter. I pretty much kept it for the most part original. I just instead of painting the deck orange, I painted it black and did the black up on the hood around the steering wheel. But other than that, it's pretty much original with the pinstripes and the 8 horsepower on the hood. I gotta find something to put right there where that other sticker was. I might make my own gear pattern decal. I'll use some pinstripes and some numbers. I'll do it in white. So maybe we'll do something like that. Got the new belts on it, sharpen the blades. Everything seems to be working. The governor seems to be working after I repaired it, so hopefully that holds up. I don't have to rip that apart. I probably should have ordered a new one, but pretty confident that it's going to be okay. So 1971 is what the engine is, so I'm figuring that's what the tractor is also. Put some grip tape down there on the deck where your foot goes, and also put some on the clutch. Now this works opposite than a regular tractor. Usually you push the clutch in, put it in gear, and let the clutch up, and it moves. This one you put in gear and you push the clutch to move. So it's a little different to get used to. When I first tried to run it, I pushed the clutch down trying to get it in gear. I was grinding the gears and wondering why. Alright guys, if you like my videos, please hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't hit the subscribe already, would appreciate it if you do. Trying to grow my channel. And if you don't like my videos, you know, just leave me a comment. Let me know why. Why you give me a thumbs down. You know, everybody got their opinions. Okay guys, it's going to be it for the carpet cutter. Look forward to some videos of me cutting the grass this summer with it. Alright guys, off to the next project. Have a good night.